Alright, welcome back to Career Build Series, episode 128. And so I was trying to do a bunch of different things. I built this crane, or I started working on this crane, and it was to lift a train car out there, and so that's not really working. So I'm trying to think of a way to fill this coal car multiple different ways, and so that will help expedite and also make it so that I can utilize more of my equipment. And so what I think I'm going to do is I want to make a this crane was having issues. I could get it to work, but it was starting to be just a pain. So one thought I had is let's make kind of an auger system. I don't want to do that. Let's make an auger system that I can control this with. So let's actually just get rid of all this crap. And so I want the base of this crane. I kind of screwed this crane up a little bit. So again, in engineering, often simple is safe. And so I'm going to try to simplify the design here, and I'm going to use an auger system. I've been thinking about trying an auger for a little while, and so I love building things, and that's my main entertainment I get from Stormworks, and so and also this helps facilitate a quicker turnaround time on my missions. So currently I want to take the locomotive up to the Arctic with coal and containers, and so that's going to be a big operation, and because of that large operation, I want to be all set to go, and I want this to be as efficient as possible. And I also want to use some of my other tools. I've made a ton of things to try to do to try to facilitate loading the train, and so I want to kind of get it where everything I have is working well. And so this was an idea that I had. I'm not a huge fan of how they did the coal conveyors, and so I wish that I think that could have been done a little bit better, but we have what we have. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to facilitate making something, a tool to load coal cars. And so what I want to do here is I'm going to set up it's essentially like a pivoting system here, and I need to set up, just grab some pivots. Can't be too tall. Yeah, that's the thing I need to worry about, is how tall this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nip it in the bud, and I'm going to make it max height, and then I can kind of drag it down as necessary. So that is max height right there. So I need 3, so 4 down is there, and you'll see what I'm going to do in a second here. Alright, so we're going to take a couple power pivots. And so the crane just was not behaving the way I wanted, and so alright, so what I want to do here is, okay, so let's go ahead and erase here, there, and then so I'm just kind of figuring out logistically how this is going to work. And once I have that done, let's go up. That's not where I want it. Alright, so like that. And you will see what the plan is here. So, okay, so now we have a set of pivots here connected. Yep, this needs to be deleted here, and then we'll add one here. There we go. Alright, so these are connected. So now what I want to do is I want to take a conveyor. What is it called? Duct. I'm sorry, a duct, not a conveyor. Okay, duct. Yeah, take some coal ducts, and I want to change the color on that to this. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take a coal duct, and I'm going to add it in here. And so, can I drag these? Of course not. Let's go duct, duct, goose, and get these going here. Alright, so the thought process is this. It's kind of like a big seesaw, and I need to, I'll eventually decide how much this needs to be lengthwise. Let's move it in the middle, and it's probably, the height is probably going to come down. So that right there is coal ducting, and let's copy that, and let's go like this. Okay, merge that. All right, and then on this side, what I want to do is add some more ducts. Not that many, I think. Actually, we could probably do it like that. Let's do a funnels, start at putting our funnels in. All right, so there are funnels. That's 4 funnels. Okay, that should help expedite the process. And then on this side, what I want, and this will probably come down. I don't need it that tall. I just made it max height just to make sure I had it where I need. You know, I knew how high it could be. Then I want a coal hopper. We'll do. Is that small? Medium. What's medium look like? Medium. Yeah, I want smalls. Okay, small coal hoppers. And I'll show you kind of what I'm thinking here. Okay, and so that's the filler. So essentially what's going to happen is this is going to seesaw. This is going to drop these down on the ground. The truck is going to back up over these and dump onto this. It's going to convey it up, and this top is going to go over into the car. So let's just use a couple throttles here, and we'll get this set up. Okay, let's go logic, and we'll connect this to here, and we'll connect this to here. Okay, good. All right, so let's set these to 1, -1. And low sensitivity, maybe like 10%, -1. All right, so this is going to be a supplemental system. I'm not getting rid of some of my other methods. I want to do this as quickly as possible to try to just get the coal loading process accomplished as fast as possible, and also have some different ways of doing it. So that's way too high, but we can still test it. So this will be rolled out where you're going to fill it, which will be pretty much exclusively here. All right, and this will go on a siding. So this will go on one of these side tracks. All right, and so let's say you have the truck's going to approach here. You're going to have your coal car that you want to load there. All right, I have infinite electricity on, so let's go ahead and I'm going to start rotating this. Okay, so that's up down. Yeah, I actually only needed this to go in one direction. And that's the wrong way. I want to go the other way. All right, so let's say the coal car is over there. So this will turn like so. And then this will drop. Oh, drop like that. So this will sit on the ground. That will go over the coal car. Truck will back up to here. It will dump. It will flow up the conveyor. And it will go over the top here, and it will load into the coal car. So that, you know, I need to get the span right. So, so this does need a long arm to reach over there. That's right over it. And you'd want this 90 degrees. So I need to see, I probably can't have that many funnels if it's going to be... Probably can't have that many funnels if it's going to be that high. They'd have to all drop down, which is fine. Like, I could put a couple on the sides and have them all drop down. That's not a big deal. All right, so I need to see how much lower I can drop this. So I want to check on... And the lower I go with this, the longer this one has to be. So I could probably go down... maybe almost 6 blocks, I'm thinking. All right, so let's try that. All right, so let's grab here, here. I'll grab the ends here. All right, and grab all this. We'll cut this, and I'll go down. What's that? 1, 2, 3. What did I not grab? 4, 5, 6 there. Okay, that's just a funnel. That's fine. I can fix that later. All right, and then this will be erased like so. And then this funnel I'll fix later. All right, and so now let's test this out. So now we have to make this longer anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And then That way I know if I need it longer or shorter than what I currently have. So let's cut this and let's move, oh, I don't know, that much. And let's just start copying these on and try to get these joined back up. And that needs to go, what is it, one more block? Okay. Alright. Alright, so now that's the new one. Let's go spawn that and check it. Now that can actually sit on top now too, but... Alright, so let's hit the brake. Let's test this. So I've been thinking about doing some sort of loading conveyor. I was thinking of dragging it out with a truck. The issue is I need it to sit stably and not move around. And so I thought, you know what, we have side spurs here, sidings, whatever. You know, I'm not completely sure what they're called. You know, let's use them. Okay. There we go. All right, so now go ahead and do this where, okay, let's go this way. And so let's go to max turn here, like so. Okay, and then I want to go, should set this to one-way negative. Okay, so there we go. So that's better. That sets us up where this is on the ground. So again, back the truck over, fill that up. This here is actually, can be shrunk. So we're actually doing all right. So I'm going to count in, so that's my guy right about, I think, here. So I can cut 3 out. So actually the 3 that I put in there, perfect. Alright, so making that shorter is nice just because it makes it lighter. Okay. Let's cut this and move this. And I'm concerned about having that in the front like that, so what I'm going to do is erase those 2 like that, merge this. And then funnels. I did not mean to stick these up on the front there like that. So that's 3 there. And so this will go down and do that. So let's look at let's count these. I just want to counterweight this properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 2 extra on there. Okay. And then I probably can actually, don't know if I can shorten it up or not. I'm not going to worry about it for right this second. Alright, so let's kind of do a little of this and that here. Yeah, so I'm just kind of dressing it a little bit. Alright, so there we have that. And where's one that I can cut into here? Thinking right about, maybe do it right there. Alright, so what's this big sucker going to weigh? 4484, so that's not too bad. So I think this should be kind of a cool way to load it. I'm always looking for new and interesting ways to load stuff and to try to bring some interesting elements in. Alright, so that's kind of cool. I like that. Trying to think of the weight here. This still has 2 more. So I'm just kind of putting some bracing on here to make it look less like a fake thing and more like a real thing. Okay. You know, I'm not a huge fan of how these cold ducts look, but like more of like a belt system. So, all right. So this is going to be my loader, and let's go ahead and let's send it out. Make sure it still works. Right. And let's put it on out there. And so, let me do this real quick. Let's get this tested too. So, which one was it? This one here only needs to go negative. Okay, and that is pitch. Pitch, and this is yaw. Okay. Now let's go even slower. Let's go to 5 and 5. It's going to keep the swinging down. All right, and then I want to, let's go ahead and I'm going to cut these here, put them on the side. And I don't want this, I'm going to put a little battery on here. Once this is up and running, it should not need too much power. So, I don't need both sides, do I? No, I do not. Alright, so this is going to be, let's hook electricity up. Bing, bong, bing. Here, there. These are connected. That I don't need anymore, so that can go. That was for the crane, just to stow the cable. Let's check out electricity here. What is that? That's the brake. That goes to there. And that will also go to here. And then I want a battery. Let's just do a medium for now. I'll stick it under here for now. Not pretty, but that's where it will go for now, and I can hook one in later. All right, that'll go there. All right, so now that it has a battery on it, so let's go ahead and do a quick test here. All right, so is this full of coal? I can't remember. I think the end ones are. Yeah, this says coal, 783 coal in the end there. So let's push this out. I didn't connect the coal funnels. Of course I didn't. Let's grab that. Right here, toggle here, so let's go funnel, funnel, funnel. Alright. So it doesn't, you know, it seesaws a little bit when it first comes in, but it's not brutal. Not too obnoxious, it's just it dropping into the world. And so we can go up to 90 degrees on either way with the pivot. You know, I was almost going to do it 360 degrees, but I don't really need to, and that just makes it probably less stable. So here comes the coal loader. Not, you know, not all that attractive. It kind of looks like a cool dinosaur, though. All right, let's start rotating. Let's go the other way. All right. And so I should be able to drop all these right on the tracks. And so I'm also going to then put that trailer, which is full, up against it. So that's there, and then this needs to come down. Of course, I put it right where I'm going to stand. Okay. Alright, and that should just sit comfortably on the ground like so. So that's going to sit on the ground like so. This is going to go up and over the cars. It's there. And let's see how this flows. Alright, drops perfectly in the center. This could actually probably be one shorter. So I'll do that. I'll make that one shorter. And that will, I think that will be a cool thing to do. So, all right, so that works there. Let's hook the truck up and let's. This is a bottom dump. Crap. Okay, so let's not bother with that. Let's do this. I want to do as much testing here just so that when I go to load it, we're all set. And then I want to make sure these are full. Alright, so Macar dump truck can come back in, which, you know, I haven't been able to really use this for this application. By putting this system in, it allows me to also use this, which makes me happy. So I kind of get into some of my old stuff. You know, some of my other coal stuff, you know, I want to be able to use as much as possible. Now having 3 there really helps me drop this pretty much quicker. That was just the simulated hydraulics. So I might want this wider. So let me see if I can use, I don't have a mirror on this one. I have to put the mirror on there from the other one, but brakes. Okay. So that's there. That's good. Trying to see, do I want this one wider? I probably do. No, I don't. There's a funnel in the center. That's all that matters, so. Let's put me in neutral. Raise the dump bed. Perfect. So none are falling on the ground. Get out of here, please. Thank you. Perfect. So they're falling through as they're dumping. So this is working well. All right. So like I was saying, this could go one shorter. So that would be good. That will cut down the weight and the cost and all that. Yeah, so that's working well. So they're falling in. This holds a reasonable amount. You see they're falling 1 for 1 now. And so this is going to open up a lot of possibilities. It's going to open up me having more, you know, trailers with more funnels and stuff like that that will hopefully drop it quicker. Yeah. So that's good. All right, let's put this away. All right, so proof of concept is done. This is getting to the point where it can be in the world. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to push this in 1, and I'm going to push the yeah, I'm going to slide this one in 1, and then the other side will go in 1 as well. And so this will go up even higher, just because that's going to have to sit on the ground. So you'll see. It's just going to make it a little bit more compact. Let me actually go like this. I want to grab all that bracing and have that come with me. So cut that, and we'll move in 1 there. All right, so that goes in 1, and then all these will go in 1. All right, so that's good. That's kind of has that set up. So I think this is pretty much operational at this point. Again, this is not the ideal location for this stuff, so that's going to get moved because I have to stand underneath there. Let me just move it over 1 here, or 3 there. That will get it so in a little bit better spot. All right, and then I'll paint this up here. No, I don't like that I have to paint all that. At some point I will. Alright, so that is set up. So the battery's not in a great location, but I can fix that later. This I no longer need. So this is a nice simple way to load. So where are we at? Okay, we're good on time. Let's save this. Coal track conveyor. Alright, so let's get going here. I want to get this going. So coal track conveyor save. Let's go ahead and I'm going to open up my new career build series. Again, like I said, I went in there last time and I needed to get the track switchers up in the Arctic, and so I started a new save and I copied some of the XML stuff over so that we're essentially where we are, and I went out and bought all the islands that we had, and I meant to put in some more money, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and... What is... I don't want to run a separate operation here. What is this? It doesn't show me what coal costs there. I'm going to go to good old... Spy Cakes. I know everything works there. I'm using teleport just to expedite things so that I don't have to travel off screen. Alright, so I need a setup. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to load some trucks into the world. So let's get that going. If I can, the more efficiently I can do this, the better. So by getting the trucks going, getting them up there, they'll start loading while I'm putting the train together. So a lot of what's going to make this efficient is methodology and getting the methods right to speed coal production up. And I think I might just send coal up to the top, up to the Arctic, and hold off on containers. That'll cut my trips down. Let's go ahead and I want to start with that coal thingy, so let's do frameless dump 45. Alright, so this is this is gonna be one of the trailers I can use. Oh, that's too tall. That's gonna be too tall to go through the tunnel. Let's just do high tip. Do high tip 45. This will tip directly in, but we're going to have a mixture of my stuff, and I'll put in the dump trucks as well. So these can dump directly into the cars. Right, I can get rid of this for now. Give me the cable, please. Thank you. I don't think I need to drop the fire extinguisher, but I didn't want it on me anyway. Alright, so this is not going to drop into that contraption, but I want to get this up and going. So I need stuff that can go into the tunnel, so high tip 45 is too tall at the moment. Alright, so we're off here. You know, I don't want to waste any time, so I want this up there loading. And if this is up there loading, that gets... So as I'm putting the train together, I'm not wasting time. It's filling one of my vehicles. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I think, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, this is a 10. Thought it was a 10, but I wasn't sure. Alright, so let's get in the tunnel. Tunnel definitely expedites things quite a bit. Drop a couple gears. I'm watching my mirror there. I can kind of see around the corner. I turn environmental sounds down. Wind is just being ridiculous there. Wind's very loud in the mountain here. A little leak in the tunnel. Alright, so let's get this filling. At some point I need to put in a system that it will auto shut off the coal spout when the trailer's full. You know, I don't mind a lot of the quote-unquote cheating type stuff here because, you know, IRL you'd have a bunch of people working the different stations, and unless you can find 10 people to do my bidding, you know, it's not going to be all that important to not do this. You know, it's just going to be a waste of time for me to try to walk back or have another vehicle. It's better just for me to fly and do what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and grab the Macar dump truck. I don't know if it will fit through there. So this is the first time, so we will find out. I need to be careful with this in there. So this is, I believe, 3. Yeah, I think this has 3. So this episode, I'd like to get it filled. And then the next one, hopefully run it up there. So this one is that lip on the top. You know, the cab protector, that is excessively tall compared to the tunnel, I think. We're going to be close getting this in the tunnel. So, but it's nice to get the Macar dump truck back in there. I might have to go the long way, which isn't the end of the world, but, you know, the capacity on this is pretty small. I just want to get this up there. Again, you know, trying to do this as efficiently as possible. That's going to take a little while to fill, and when that is full, I want to be able to instantly put something underneath it so that we can start filling the next one. This is going to probably be overly tall. Oh, it might make it. Might make it. Oh, we're so close. All right, beautiful. Yeah, the tunnel gets a little wider. That's awesome, dude. That is really good. That's the stuff. That makes my day right there. You know, I would have just chopped off one block on this and made a, you know, coal tunnel version, but I didn't want to have to make 100 versions. Alright. And so let's just park this behind. And I'm going to leave everything running. The diesel is inconsequential for, really is not all that expensive. Oh, I was wondering why it's not, it was going the wrong way with my shifting. Alright, brakes are set. And so I'm going to leave it running just to save, to keep myself from running out of electricity. Alright, where are we at here? Okay, we're barely anywhere, so that's good. Have a couple setting up here. I'm just going to take some pics. Real quick pic here. Theoretically. There we go. Okay. Let's fly down to here, and let's start getting this train going. So I want to load in, do I push my luck and do 3? First run up there. We make a ton of money on this. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to push my luck. I really am not. I'm actually going to push these with the train too. I'm not going to pull them. So I'm going to do 2. I was going to do 2 and do 2 containers, and this is really my first run up there all the way up to the Arctic. I don't want to push my luck and run into problems. I want to do a nice smooth one where I make money and it's not a frustrating experience. And then once I kind of seen that place up there and see what I need to do, you know, I can go from there. Okay, and let's launch the next one. Make sure these are empty. They are okay. All right. 2's coming in, and then the loco, and then I'm going to use the loco to push the filler. Actually, yeah. I was going to say I could bring the filler up there, but that's going to be a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is push these in. And we'll do a little bit of maneuvering with the train. Alright, so this is going to go like that. Alright, so next is loco. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Steam loco rework right there. Spawn that in. This has a heater and everything it needs to get up to the Arctic. there's a party boat out there. Alright, and last thing is going to be that new contraption I made. Alright, coal track conveyor is coming in. Oh. Okay, I see a problem here. The length here is going to be too short to grab. So this is not necessarily the most ideal way to do this, but for now, this is what's happening. Let me undo that. Let me grab both of them. Alright, so that's better. It's not ideal, but that'll fix this problem. Now I can do what I need to do. I could make this self-powered too, but kind of like the idea of it hooking to the train. Alright, so let's get that going. Take a pick here, as is my way. So it looked huge, you know, when I was building it, but it's actually not all that big. Alright. Alright, so let's get this moved up. So we're going to put this on one of the side tracks here. Actually, you know what I will do? This one's going to stay here. The coal cars are going to go on the side track. So let's just pull this up. And so I think right there is good. Alright, and let's go detach. That gives me 30 seconds to get out of here before it tries to reattach. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and let's put the those coal cars on the siding. Oh, come on, man. Every time I have a time constraint, that door is like, nope, you're not moving. Okay, good. So we want to get in on this track here, and that way I can still push that a little with my body. And so I'm wondering where that is on the fill level. But again, as you can see, I'm spending all this time moving the train around. This gets me, by having those coal cars filling, the coal trailers filling, that really gets me where I need to be. Okay, so which way is that? That is right. So this will go, this one there needs to be switched. So I'll hit the track switcher once I get up to the junction. Alright. Just going to keep using third person for a second here. Start dialing back my speed so that I can go back. Alright, here we go. We're going in reverse. Alright, here we go. And then I'm going to hit the track switcher. Once we get this one close to that there. Actually, I don't think I'm going to hit this track switcher. I think I'm going to jump out and manually do it just so that I'm not having issues. Still need to work on some of the train systems here, but it's not bad. Okay. Where's the button? 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 Oh my god, if you don't have a button, I was going to say. I just fixed the whole world to make it so that I could get that in. I was going to like, if you don't have a button, I'm going to be so annoyed. Alright, and part of third person too is I think it makes it a little bit better for the viewer to be able to see it like this too. Alright, so this is now moving in on the siding here. And we'll set that one up for the first load of coal. And so what I can actually do is the front coal car is going to be, I'll load that with the high tip, and the rear coal car will be loaded with my new contraption there. Alright. I'm going to just look at my numbers here. Okay. So. All right, there we go. So we're all set up here. I'm going to just turn that into position. And hopefully we'll be working here. Hopefully we'll be styling. Oh, that's tip. I want that to be no tipped, and let's rotate. And then I need to start adding some tip in here. Tip, 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 and rotate, tip and rotate, tip and rotate. I've kind of got a pinch, so it didn't like being pinched here. Let's go all the way to... Oh, going the wrong ways. Stop, stop, stop. Just behave for a minute. Behave, please. Thank you. Brakes on this sucker? No, they're not. Okay. See the brakes? Oh, you know what it was? I screwed up. Crap. I screwed up. I deleted that. I think the controller I needed, I deleted. But should be able to put this on the ground and have that work. Because that's at 100%. This will go down all the way. Okay, that's got some pressure on the ground. And that is over it. So let's do one more pick here. Kind of show it off. Perfect. Okay. All right, now I'm going to fly up and we'll check on our progress here. So hopefully we're not dumping a ton of coal on the ground. We're not. Okay, good. So we're ahead. Perfect. So we're ahead. We're actually coming up on it now. So I probably want another Mack R dump truck in the mix. Because that has 3, this has 10. And so, you know, I need 3 of those probably. Kind of match the speed, but it's not bad. You know, we have to wait on one funnel to dump, so our, you know, to fill us, and our dumping procedure takes, you know, is going to be a little. These are all dumping on singles, but eventually, you know, I might make a trailer that has more funnels, so that way they'll actually dump faster. We're getting close to. I think it's a little over 2,000 what this fills to. Hopefully we can get these filled up in a reasonable amount of time. You know, I'll accelerate time as it drags. I think it's like 21, 25 maybe, if I recall. I'm not sure. And eventually I'll set up the system where these send a signal to shut off the filler when they're full. Alright, we're almost there, and then I'll put that one under there, and then once this is set up, I'll launch another dump truck and then send that up. You know, as long as I can count the funnels and how, I kind of see how much time it's going to take. So that's a good tool for, you know, if I have a low tip stuff, so I don't have to build as many high tip trucks. This way I can keep some low stuff using that contraption. Alright, here we are. I think it's 25, 21, 25. Nope, it's not. 22, 25 maybe? Maybe 22, 25? I think 22, 25. It's something. Let's put it that way. We'll see in a second when it starts dumping them on top. It's pretty cheap, so a little spillage isn't a big deal. Nope, still going. Maybe, oh, 2250 maybe? Yep, 2250, okay. Alright, so that's done. Let's go ahead and we'll put down our drop axle. Where is it? Drop axle, drop axle, drop axle. Drop axle goes on. And so there's the drop axle down. We have a full weight of coal. And it feels heavy. That's probably because I'm in low gear. I think they actually, somebody said they weigh the same regardless. But we can imagine. And you see that one has the mirror on the driver's side. I need to put mirrors on this. And I'm just gonna go third person again. Yeah, something like I used to try to be real stickler for not doing third person, but like some of the stuff is just monotonous of like me having to back up 3 times, and especially it's not really good to view to watch me just back it up 3 times trying to get this going. All right, so that's 675, I believe. So could do the math, but I'm not going to. I do have damage on, I believe. Damage is on, so I want to be careful about breaking something. I do have a torch there and a fire extinguisher on board, so I should be able to put the fire out and fix it. But it's a pain, and then I can always go grab the wrecker and drag it out. But trying to avoid all that if I can. That's just busy work that I don't need. And so this bump's pretty hairy here. I need to be careful going through with the dump truck that I don't hit the roof on that. I think this entrance here is the same height as the roof. The other one has that low roof, so I think it should be all right, not hit the roof. But all right. So get this started. This is going to load the front rail car, and doing a lot of engine braking. I actually do most of my engine braking. I could have put the Jake on. I'm going to put the Jake on. Jake, just as I let my foot off the accelerator here, or my finger off the W key, it automatically adds some braking for us, as it would in real life. And that saves my brakes, and it also makes it so that this doesn't get away from me too fast. Yeah, I wanted to be able to have something where I could drive over for the bottom dumps. But, you know, what we need is like some sort of pivot to be able to use these coal conveyors or ducts, whatever they're called, ducts. So I'm going to jackknife this right in there, on there, and then see if I can back it with my mirror. In real life, you'd look out your driver's side window. How am I doing that? Okay. I'll just, you know, in real life, like I said, I'd look out my driver's side window. So I'm coming back with the trailer now. Got my wheels hard left, and I'm hitting, so that's good. That's where I want to be. Let me get out and check. Perfect. I can't remember if this lifts. I think it does lift with the PTO. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm in gear. Yes, it does lift with the PTO, so I need to do that to the other one. There we go, we're hit, and let's lock it up. Let's go to neutral, we'll go trigger the drop. Alright, so one fell out, that's fine, that's just, I never fixed the reset system. At some point I'll fix that. Alright, so that's loading. Let's go ahead and take a pick. Alright. Crap, I can't load another dump truck with that sitting there. With this in the garage. Not the end of the world. Let me go up and check on this. Up, we're there. Okay. Wonder how much we wasted. Let's go ahead and... the trailer there is for if I had a trailer, so... The trailer air, that's how it would really work too on a straight back, is you still have airlines for your, what do you call it? Your trailer. Drop axles. Oh! Not paying attention. Take it easy. I'm gonna kind of watch. See that? Like that approach angle is nuts. See, like it takes the drive wheels off the ground, which is kind of hairy, but so these dump trucks fill up a lot faster. They're a third of the less than a third of the capacity. So this also, I'll make a version of the high tip 45 that's just a standard tip 45. That way I can tow in more. Turn the Jake on here as well. So I like getting the Macar dump truck back in. Like the main purpose of this was delivering coal, and so to a certain extent you kind of make some stuff obsolete. So by doing it this way, this makes it not obsolete. So this keeps me a little bit more engaged. I have to actually physically go up there and do it more, which keeps me engaged. So that's what, 10? That's 10. So this is 13. So those hold 15. So I'm trying to do the math. So we have 30. So what, a 20? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Alright, I'm gonna just watch. I'm gonna back this in as I go in. With it being as narrow as it is, I kind of have to watch it. But the funnel's in the center, so it's not terrible. That's rocking and rolling. It's sitting on the ground. That's why it's rocking and rolling so bad. I should put wheels on there. That would probably sit better. If it had wheels, it would just behave itself, I think. All right, back to the center. We want to flip our PTO switch, or our valve, our hydraulic valve. And this auto tips once it gets up to the right height. Oh, crap. Get up, get out, get out, get out, you dope. It's dope. It's dope. Couldn't get out fast enough. Okay, it ate up all the coal. Alright, let's give this sucker a look-see. So there is some coal loading, so I like this. This is coming along. It's nice to have some tools and some contraptions to get this going. I've got my military outfit on because that was the last my character looked like when I did the Warzone video. So actually, I think running 2 is not going to be a bad idea. It's going to take me 3 times as long to empty this as this, so that this one I want to be ready to head up. This probably won't take long to dump. So having too many trucks is probably going to be more of a liability than an asset. And so that's at 5:28. I don't want too much downtime, but... Alright, so each of these has 15. And plus some more. They actually have extra because they have some smalls underneath to convey to the funnels. So theoretically we have so essentially 3 of these fills these 2. And so, supplemented with this, I'll just figure it out as we go. I don't want to take too much time. All right. Let's see what this one looks like here. All right, so that's about half full. So I'm trying to think, do I even have the time to run another dump truck up there? Because I'd just go to Draymore, drive one up. I hear a helicopter. I don't know. There it is. Annoying. But yeah, I think I'm going to run it with these 2. It's going to turn into a logistical nightmare of me trying to run around too much, where I think by doing it this way, this is better. Yeah, this is better, I think, like this, to do the 2. But I like this thing a lot. I've been thinking about some system like this for a while. I really wanted to set up a system that could you could drive over, so it'd have ramps and you'd drive up and use bottom dumps, but it's just, that's going to be tough. It's probably going to slide all over with in-game physics. But this is cool. I'm enjoying this. And so I'll just time-lapse it here probably until one of them empties, which should be the dumper on the right. And this should be getting close-ish to finishing up. Yep, and then so this is going to take, so like right here, so that was about 500 when I started, right? So that holds 6 something, 6 1/4, 675, something like that, the dump truck. And this had about 5 left on it. So this one will finish, and hopefully I'll make it up to the mountain by the time that one fills, and then that'll be ready. So that will actually be a good little filler, or time filler there. And so this will not take 2 full high tips, so we need to keep that in mind. This will take 1 and almost. See this? We're starting to get. This is kind of bouncing itself over. I need to make sure I'm not losing any coal here. Let me try to help it a little bit. Just the way that I jackknifed it against the side here. See, it is dropping some. Okay. I'm going to just do this here. Shut this off. Come on. Oh my god. I'm going to reset the position on this a little bit here. Not the end of the world. These are, you know, the coal's not all that expensive, but, so I just need to, you know, it was just, the way I had it jackknifed, it's not perfect, so it was kind of jittering left-right. Let me reset. The wind's also going too. I don't know how much that's playing a factor in here. Okay. I'll take some of the bend out too, right there. Okay, that's a little flatter against it there. Alright, and it behaved itself for most of the time. It was just, you know, the last little bit, it wasn't being good. Oh, come on. Go in. Frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna power into this here. I need to get it straighter. There we go. Hit that like that. More. Okay. I'm just gonna look. There we go. I came in a little bit crooked to start with, so straighten it out a little bit will help. Okay. I had it in fast reverse. There we go. Okay. I had it in high gear reverse. And so I'm gonna go up the dump. The regular dump should be almost done. Kind of just timing it off the other one. You know, that one's has 1 funnel dumping. They're dumping at the same rate, so I know that this one should be almost done. I'm just going to shut this one off when it does it, pull it up, go back, get the other one, drag that one up here, and then I'll do the drive while that one's filling to save some time. It should be 675, I believe. Yeah, I think they're 225 a pop. Alright, there we go. Right, so pull this up. Put the drop axle down, and I'm going to go get the other one. That should be just finished up, I'd say. Yep, that just finished up. Okay, let's get out of here with this. Alright, do I have enough space to spin this? Iffy. Let's see if I can do a maneuver. This is going to be iffy. Let me save. Let me save. Coal loading. This is going to be iffy. We shall see. Okay. I need a little speed to get this to spin right, so. Watch my tire here. I want to get close, but I don't want to get too close. Let's pick up the drop axle so I don't drag. Okay, let me try this. This is going to be a maneuver and a half here. Be a big jackknifing maneuver here. End up doing these IRL. Just broke something here. It's not the end of the world. I can fix that. Yeah, I have a repair torch. So, all right. So this is going to be a jackknife turn. Just need to take it slow, and the turning radius on this, it's dragging the wheels because they have extra grip. So, see, we can jackknife until we hit the cab. See, right about there. I'm gonna brake, do full left lock on the steering, and there we go. And there's a jackknife turn for you. And I shifted up too high, and I was stalling out the engine. Very nice. So this is working well. I'll repair that bumper when I get up there. So this is going to take 3 times as long as that one will take to empty. That last train car will have 12 something in it. All right. So you actually have to shift properly in with the load, which is good. Starting to lug out and downshift here. Upshift and downshift, which makes it, you know, I find that more entertaining for myself at least to actually operate the vehicle and have to make some decisions of what gear I want to be in. It's very boring. Automatic transmission is very boring to me. Yeah, it's letting the vehicle do all the work, and the vehicle doesn't know anything. We have an electrical issue here. Let me see where we're at. Okay, it's not bad. Need to check the alternator, see what's going on with that. Part of it is, am I building electricity? That's the question. No. I am draining electricity. I should be building at this point, so maybe the alternator's not connected properly. As I'm actually at a reasonably high, it's not hugely high, because this is actually faked. In order to get this to sound properly and sound like a real truck, and to get the tack to look where it's supposed to be, I have to just multiply it off. You know, if they do that, if the sound update where they make the engines sound appropriate to the right RPS, that would be a big change. Alright, so again, the name of the game here is efficiency. Get these things loaded in the most efficient method possible. And so doing things like I'm doing here, where I'm trying to make sure something's always under that coal funnel as much as I can, is really going to help me expedite this process. You know, we sat there for a bunch of time with nothing underneath, but we only have 2 cars. So if we were going 3 cars, I definitely want probably 2 high tips, at least 2 dumpers. That'd probably be too much to handle by myself. Maybe 2 high tips, 2 dumpers at the most, I'd say, or 1 dumper. And I hit the ceiling. Let me set the brake. I'm gonna grab this welding torch. I'm just gonna go outside and check it. Okay, yeah, I hit the corner there. Damage is on. Might shut it off. You know, if I thought it was realistic, I would leave it on, but, you know, when I get into unrealistic situations, like, you know, I'd have better perception being in the actual truck and wouldn't be hitting things, and, you know, you bend the metal, but you wouldn't, you know, blow up the whole top. You know, that's when I'm kind of inclined to say, you know what, I will not screw around with it and just take off damage. Okay. And we get up on the roof here. Alright. I think we're clean here on this. Yeah. So I think we're good. I think all of our necessary mechanical items are working again. Alright, good. Put you away. Trying not to keep all my tools on me because I end up driving away with them on me. There's my headlight. There it is. Okay. Let's run with some lights in here, make it a little easier to see. I just bashed the corner of that of the roof guard on the ceiling. That wasn't the end of the world. Alright, Jake brake is on. You know, having this is nice and maneuverable. That's what's nice with having a straight back. It just makes it... straight back is a truck that backs up straight. And then you have a tractor trailer, which, you know, the trailer, as you can see me jackknifing it, where the tractor is not aligned with the trailer. But straight backs are nice just because they're easy to line up. So this will have 12, what is that? 1340, no, 1350, something like that in this one when we're done with this. And then that high tip we'll have to watch because that will fill this up. That has enough volume that will finish that front car, and then I can use, go on, man. And then I can use the start putting the high tip on this other car, the rear car, and actually get that in there. And then I'll be able to start figuring out how many more of these I need to fill. All right, brakes. Brakes there. Let's go ahead and put this in neutral. We'll do our dump body valve and watch it go up. I love the way this works. This is realistic how it does. You know, it's about the right speed, maybe a little fast, but not bad. All right, that's going. All right, let me... There we go. I'm going to do a kind of a volume check here. That needs, so that's 2197. I wrote down, let me see if I can find what, I wrote down the coal car. Coal car holds 3618. So let's look at this again. So 2197. So this will take 1481. So that will take 1481, and that will, so we'll put the high tip in there till 1481's in there. This one's already a 15. So that's going to be, so we probably might, we're going to be close to where if I dump the rest of the high tip in here and then maybe one more. This is kind of jumping and jiving here. Trying to take some of the pressure off of this. See, now it's moving because I don't have brakes on here anymore. It's not bad, but brakes on there and maybe some wheels on here just to kind of lock it up and not have it be ridiculous. Okay, so this should be empty pretty quick. I'm going to go head up the top and just check on it. Everything's going along pretty well here. Up. Oh, crap. You've got to be kidding me. I left this on. Wow, that's been dumping coal the whole time. Ugh. Alright, so this needs two conditions. It needs this up and that on. Whatever. It's not that much money. It's just annoying. That's going to take longer now. I just lost all that progress. I just, you know, I was trying to keep my methods nice and precise so that I didn't waste any time, and I ended up wasting time, so a little bit of money. Alright, so 3618. 3618 times 2. 7236. 7236, okay. 7236 times 153. 153. So we're buying 11,071 coal. Okay. Let's clear that out for now. Let's figure out our profit here. You see, we're down quite a bit on money just because we have so much equipment out, and so that's another reason you want a bunch of seed capital, is that allows you to have lots of equipment out. Minus $1.50. 36 minus $1.53. 34.47 profit. And what is that? That's 72. We'll just say 7,200 times 7,200. We're talking about $250,000. So $250,000. So we'll make more than what we currently have in the bank now with one trip to the Arctic with these 2 coal cars. So, yeah, this is worth doing. So, alright, so that's why we're doing this. So let's check on this. This should be nearly exhausted. Alright, that's nearly exhausted. And then I need to watch my math here. I will fill this with the high tip and have at least 1,000 left over, let's say. 1,000 left over? Yeah, I think at least 1,000 left over to put in here, which this is at 2,000. So, I may hold off on filling the dump truck. I'll send the dump truck up there, but I'm not gonna fill it until I figure out what my final number is gonna be, and then I'll babysit the number and I'll get it in there. And then I'll just do a quick math, figure it out, and then do that. This is, I'm enjoying this. I like the new contraption that's working well. It, you know, it could be improved, certainly, but it's not bad the way it is. And then I like with the standard tippers better, just because when I close them, I don't have to have a separate valve. You know, these are easy to set to when they're tipped, they tip, and so it's more realistic. All right, let's get up there. I'm trying not to drive like a crazy person here. We're making really good progress. I'd rather not take that welding torch out again. I really would rather not. And as much as I enjoy my new Macar dump truck... Oh, there's a wall. I didn't hit it. I was close, though. As much as I do enjoy my new Macar tow truck, wrecker, whatever you want to call it, I do not want to have to drag anything out. We have other business elsewhere. See, it's super slippery there, which is fine. I just need to come in a little bit on a straighter angle here. Kind of slam it in gear and get moving here. Come on, come on, come on. Turn, 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 you dope. Luckily that is faked. That air box there, that's actually not. The simulated air filter, I have one in there because those scoops don't like to work in the rain. Turn. My front wheels, despite having extra grip, are very greasy, so a little bit of slippery going on there. But the, you know, it's nice with having this straight back dump truck that it's very, I can move kind of fast in here because it's nice and compact. How's my bat doing here? Battery's low. Let me kill the headlights here. Let me put this in neutral. And there's neutral right there. Okay. And so we're going to want to fill this all the way up, and then I'm going to hold off on the dump. See, this kills me because we just dumped so much on the ground. It took a bunch of time. I'll time-lapse this out so that this doesn't take forever. Alright, we are full on this, so I'm going to go stop it. And let's run down here, and I need to do the math before I go fill in the next one, so go ahead and do that. Drop axles coming down. Alright, so a little bit of spillage going on with the coal operation, but that's fine. The amount of money that we're wasting by me forgetting to close funnels and... Oh, you killer. Okay, let's grab this. Try to be calm here. Let's try to be calm. Oh my god, get... Urgh. Trying to be calm, but the door closed itself because it's not powered anymore, and my fire extinguisher's here, and so why is life struggle? What life is struggle and pain. I'm just flying so that I can, I'm going to take a quick pic of this here to show how life is pain. Because I think it's hilarious to show that life is pain here. Okay. And let's put this fire out first. This is why, you know, last time I did this I had damage off. I don't, you know, it's actually, it's not too bad right now. I'm actually not, you know, we had a little damage, but it's not ridiculous. It's not insanity, so I'm not too concerned about it all. This lip here, let's talk about that. Ridiculous. Fix that. Okay. I did come in super hot, but as soon as my landing gear hit, it smashed up and caused problems. So. And you know what I'm going to do? I know I'm going to need some in here. No, I was going to say the spillage is limited, but I'm just going to wait. Alright. I need to get these doors fixed so that I can grab the welder out of here, because most likely I'm going to need it. You know, it adds a little bit of interesting gameplay, I think, having a little bit of damage now and again. It's not a bad thing. A little bit of roadside maintenance. You know, we can chalk this up to wear and tear on the machinery. What's in the... Is some stuff broken in the cab? Yeah, some stuff's still broken in the cab. See if I have door latch on this side working. I don't, so... I blow out my batteries. There we go. I think the battery there was blown out. Yeah, both batteries were damaged, so... Nope, still not done. Am I out of torch? Yeah, I'm out of torch here. Okay, we'll be flying in, Vern. Okay. Yep, just crouch there, ding dong. Sorry about that. This. What else needs to repair here? So something, my electricity's toast. Okay, there's a simple answer to this, but get my seat here. Let's see, can I... Okay. Check a panel. 0 electricity. So that blew up my batteries. I have no electricity. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. A little bit of extra work, but we have a solution for this. Not there, though. Draymore. Again, this is why I enable flying. You know, of course, IRL, we'd be calling a wrecker service, so... And they would take 3 hours to get there, at least. Cost $1,000 bucks. Or more than that, probably. It'd be a small job, it was only $1,000 bucks. And I'm gonna have to back this down the whole, I'm gonna have to back this down the whole tunnel, which is not brutal, but not ideal. So did you anticipate that the wrecker was coming out or not? Because I thought there was a reasonable chance the wrecker comes out before I get this done. I did go in there super hot. I know that's a dangerous spot. I should have slowed down. But, oh, nope, 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 it's the left lane. Don't you roll, don't you dare roll. Brakes, brakes, brakes. I've done that before, gone up top, and then it takes forever to get back down, so I was a little bit panicked there. Ooh, this is hairy. A little bit hairy here. Alright, so that killed my batteries. Could have sent up a new tractor. Probably should have. I need to drag this tractor out. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to drag this out because. Actually, no, I can lift it up where the boom won't go above the cab height. I was afraid the boom was going to go up too high. I think I'm going to need a wrecker for the wrecker here in about 2 seconds. Come on. Be reasonable for 2 seconds here. Damage is going to go off in 2 seconds here if I crack this up. Just want to push off the wall a little bit. Come on, give me a little bit of, I'm doing it all backwards. I'm trying to do it. I need to do it from the cab. I know the cab. I know how this should be facing in the cab. Alright. Vehicle damage is coming off. I've had it with wheels not working the way they're supposed to be working here. Wheels made out of butter. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm dragging it up against the wall. I get it. Use my mirror. I can actually back up a lot faster if I just use my mirror. Alright, here we go. We're approaching it here. We're pretty close. A little wiggly waggly here going backwards, but I'm using my mirror to do it, so I need a little bit of wiggle with me using my mirror. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me hit it. Let me get it out of reverse so I don't hear that. Alright, back in wrecking with the wrecker here. Alright. I thought I took it out. I was in high reverse, no wonder. Okay. Alright, so we're going to line up. Set the brakes really quick. Supports, where's the magall on this? Magall's here, okay. Try to connect. A little bit of a delay here, of course. But if we get no delay, appears there's something wrong if we don't get any delay. Okay. That's snapped up. Let's go ahead and raise up. Okay, why is that misbehaving now? I'm going to try to pull forward and then slam that in to get the other mag to grab. I don't want to pull this by one. Ooh, I can't shut the brakes off without battery. Alright, so infinite electricity is going to... I'm glitching through this sucker. Get me out of there. Okay. Infinite electricity is going on for now. Okay, that's fine. A little bit cheaty, but, you know, theoretically we could say, hey, we swapped out the battery, which is what you do. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's up off the ground now. Let's get pulling. Adds a little gameplay. Let's go down with the drop axle. We've got a heavy weight here. Okay, I did infinite electricity, but I didn't go in there and actually shut the brakes off, did I? Brakes are off. Trailer brakes would have been on too. That would have been ugly. Okay, let's get going here. Definitely want the Jake on here. Trying to get off the wall. we go. We've got the power. I've got the power. Okay. Getting a little light in the front. I should put some weight in the front of this wrecker. Just try to keep the front down a little bit more. We're pulling up quite a bit of weight here, but weighing up the wrecker would help a little bit. And then I'll run with infinite electricity on. I repaired the truck, just batteries are dead, so. And again, good thing I shut damage off. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls here just because of nonsense reasons, so. Yeah, we can see that one came undone. There we go. And so that mag all came undone, which was causing me problems. I need to worry about the height of the boom. I think the boom's a little on the high end. And I lost the whole truck, so that's fine. Grumble, grumble. Let's set the brake. Infinite electricity is on, so we're gonna just play it off as, hey, we swapped out the batteries, repaired it, swapped out the batteries. I got the wrecker, so I'm kind of content to say that we fixed it. I kind of gave myself a little penalty there with actually getting this going. All right. So the trailer, I think, hung up on the wall, and then it just stripped the mag-alls. So. You know, I'll probably switch those out for cables. I don't like the look of the blue line, but the stretch is killing me. They should be cables, so I'll switch those out on the record to cables from ropes. The ropes are just too springy. Oh, there's their ship that blows its horn the whole time it goes by. I should put in a bug report for that. Is one of the ships constantly blows its horn as it goes by. It's just like, dude. And it just sits there. It's like, how is that cool? You see, I got a little grouchy there with my explosion. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Behave yourself just for 2 secs. Okay. I'm just going to do third person back on here. And I want to select the dump body up. Why is the dump body not... Oh, I never got above 1,000, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I never got above 1,000, so that would be why. Okay. It's going to power us straight here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's going to set up in third person. I'm just trying to... This is kind of dragging on, so I'm just trying to get it done. A little bit of emergent gameplay there with fires and damage and me burning up a little bit. And, now the buzzer goes on. Alright, let's start this dropping. So we're not going to take a full load of coal on this, so we have to... let me stop it. Kind of got thrown off track of what I was doing. See, that needs to change. I changed on one version. I haven't changed on that. Name is wrong. So 2220. 2220. 2226. Alright, so 2220 plus 2226 plus 2226 is 446 minus 3618. That's going to be 828. 828 needs to be left in here. Okay, 828. Let me write that down. 828 is where we want to stop. So 828. 28. Okay, and so this one here is 2073. So 3618. 3618 minus 2073 minus 2073 minus 828. That's 717. So I need to start filling up the little dumper, and then it will take a full little dumper plus a little bit extra. Okay, so that's good to know. All right, so that's going. Let's get that filled up. So if I do this right, I should be able to keep it running and get everything where it needs to be in place. All right, so take a full one on this. All right. Let's load this up. All right, so we're at... so I need 717 minus 675. So the last one will take 42. We're not going to worry about it. You know, that is a grand total of 1,400 bucks. So I'm not going to bother making an extra trip for 1,400 bucks up here. So we're going to leave it a little bit on the light end, because this is already taken a little while. So the plan here is that you know, this was the fill video. It's already excessively long, and then the next episode we will do the trip up to the Arctic, and I can easily time lapse the empty. Those don't empty too slowly. The train's easy to empty because you sit over the emptying section, and I have three of the funnels dumping at the same time. And so it actually empties pretty quickly, you know, and it's not that excessive. These are filling with one hopper or one funnel each, and so that takes a little bit of extra time to empty them out. All right, so let's just watch this. That I do need to watch the other one too, but I think this is definitely going to fill, because remember that one's dumping 1,400. And this one's filling, so let me go check on that. Now let's get this down the mountain. I don't know why I started turning to the left. I was going to go back to Draymore, and I don't think I have time to... You know what? I do have time. I'm going to go to Draymore really quick. If I lose a little bit of coal in the ground, I don't really care. I just want to get this put away as well. Shut my door so I don't fall out. So, good to get the wrecker in. I think I'm going to swap out these two ropes for cables. They won't have stretch then. The stretch does not help me out. It might do the tops too. I really don't like having the blue. I wish there was a steel color and they put in a steel cable that had, you know, no stretch. They have to have some stretch, I think, because you cause physics problem. If you have two immovable objects, you know, the only thing that can really happen is it to glitch or to break. And so if you have something stretchy, essentially something that will give, you think about it like when I'm loading containers, the connectors will grab the container, it will actually move my vehicle a little bit, and it will move the container a little bit. And because they both move, it is less likely to cause an explosion or damage or a glitch, blocks glitching through the collisions of each other. So you kind of need some stretch, but you know, taking out some of the stretch, you know, and having a cable that's, you know, would have very little stretch, I think would be good. Just trying to get back here. I don't want to waste too much time. So I have infinite electricity on. That needs to go off. These are the things that I think the custom menu is great to have on. Is you know, just the ability for me to quickly go pick up that truck that was causing me problems. You know, by turning on infinite electricity, which, you know, I can easily explain a way of, you know, you just put a new battery in it. You know, if I'm perfectly happy with the batteries are completely destroyed when they catch on fire. I have no problem with that. It's just that, you know, it's good that they, you know, you could RP that. I went in and, you know, they're easy to swap out the batteries. You just pull the battery box off the driver's side on a lot of tractors and you just slide in some new batteries. You know, it's not a big deal. So kind of RP it as that. So this one we can take, you know, there's no need to be really panicky about losing that coal. You know, like I said, we're going to make $250,000 on this one run up to the Arctic. We don't need to be precious about saving every ounce of coal. You know, that dirty black rock, we can lose a couple. Alright. So damage is off. I need to be a little bit careful again going through here. I just came in too fast. This is, you know, I was kind of testing it, you know, kind of hammering a little bit to see how fast I could go, and that's what I hit was right there. I need to go from the right a little bit more, so, you know, I came too far left when I was in the tractor. Be nice if that got smoothed out just a hair, but, you know, I guess you could say it's a mine. It's you know, definitely mining vehicles have those huge tires because that's part of their suspension, is to get in and out. And, you know, this is a regular road truck. You know, probably have camelback suspension or something on it. You know, the dump trucks tend to have more suspension that can handle off-road sections just because they go on construction sites all day. You know, like just a container carrying a dry van truck like I drive, you know, like the Mack Pinnacle. It has that low bumper. It has everything that, you know, for on-road applications, you don't really need much. I'm curious if this is dumping coal all over the ground. No, it's dumping right in. Okay, which for some reason it looked like it was coming up short. I'm liking this a lot. This is really good. I was kind of bummed out that, you know, some of my gravity feed trailers were just pretty much became obsolete, and you know, I couldn't use this dump truck anymore. I really want to get the dump truck in there. And so now using this thing, I can use all my toys, and I can come up with some different ideas of high tips and different tipper trailers and stuff like that. So I'm really happy that I got this going. So let's do that. Okay, let's grab this. So this takes some time to load this up. You know, are there probably more efficient ways to do this? Yes, but you know, this is not bad. This really is not. Where am I here? All right, let's check this here. I have to be ready to shut this off. Okay, so we're close. 3618 is the full coal car. And again, I don't need it to be perfect. I'm not going up again. You know, that was like 42 coal. We're going to be short, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. One thing I would like them to add is if you tip these upside down, it would be nice if there was the option where if you tip them upside down, they can also spill out of the top. So make it like a real trailer, and that way you could do some things where they rotate and not have to do funnels and have it drop really fast. And so what would be cool is you could do front end loaders like that, and then when they tip, you know, and you could even set the tip angle. You know, you could set a microcontroller with a tilt sensor and essentially just make the top of these a funnel so they can unload. That would be cool. Because then you could put a tilt sensor on there if you want to tilt it, or a button, or whatever you want to do, and it would open up and, you know, drop them off. Alright, so we're getting close here. Yeah, I was afraid I wasn't going to have time, but it looked like I had time to come up and do it the way I did it. Alright, so we're 18 out, and then we're full. Alright, let's jump down and stop it. Okay, that's stopped. Did I actually spill any up top? Yep, okay. Let me see if I can grab some of them. I can't stick them in the funnel, can I? Nope. You know, this isn't really expensive or anything, but I have to wait till that empties anyways, so. Make a little bit of money off these. Alright, good. So let's move this over here. I'm going to stick it right there. We'll do it in third person again so you guys can see it a little bit better. put it in gear would help. It was in neutral. You'd actually probably do all right with the tipper up backwards like this. It would be hairy. You really wouldn't want to do it. The other way, definitely. You know, you wouldn't want to do it if it was a regular tip. Moving it like that's a real recipe for disaster. You have your center of gravity way too high and it tips over. You can find plenty of YouTube videos of that where people forget to put down the dump bodies. If you look around construction sites, especially on the roadworks, you'll see them have tons of signs, put down dump body, because the dump trucks are driving with their dumpers up the whole time, for especially for when they're doing, come on, back up, back up, back up. I'm about to run off the end there, because you know, they're dumping asphalt into the machines, and you end up with them leaving the site with the dump body up and hitting a bridge. Alright, so we're doing well here. And I'll just keep going. Pictures. I think this is cool. I like taking lots of pictures of this stuff. Alright, so the Macart dump truck is done. So that can go away. That can go back into the workbench. Let's save this. I'm afraid I'm gonna put something in there that I don't want to, and if I put a coal car in there, I'm gonna cry. So let's put that away. It's gonna be really ugly. This can go back in. So this just saves a little time. Did I save this up? I think I saved it up to what it was. Okay, nice. We're making progress here. Then this goes in, and then I'm going to save it, and then that will be ready for the next episode, which will be heading up to the Arctic to dump this $250,000 on this coal. So that's definitely worth doing this run. This will get us in the money for hopefully the home ship. I've been wanting to get that going. This will give us that option. Hopefully do that. And then I think I forget what the full volume of coal is in here, but I doubt we burn much. Also, that thing, that contraption that I built, that will make it easy to load this up. Load this up with coal. Yeah, so we burned barely any coal. So we're really good. We have no problems with having enough fuel on this. All right, we have to be getting close to full here. Yeah, we're close. See what this has in it. Yeah, 410. So we're doing well. So I'm actually curious. Not really. I'm trying to think. You know, by having one funnel, that slows us way down. But you know, it's not too bad, because by doing this by myself, I have to do a lot of running around. And so kind of the inefficiencies start to disappear as I have a couple of vehicles where I can have one filling there. I screwed up a little bit where I left the button on. You know, we would have been done a lot sooner. I had to kind of sit and wait for that because we lost a ton of coal. But, you know, it's not bad. It's reasonably efficient to get this running. And then this will be done hopefully soon. All right, 273. Alright, so I don't know, I think I pushed 2 coal cars in tests before, and I don't know what speed we're going to get. It doesn't really matter. Even if I got 20 miles an hour, it is about 45 miles up there. You know, that would take me 2 hours, but, you know, it's going to be time-lapsed out. Nice thing with the train is it just kind of sits. Things I want to add to this loco is I essentially want to put in a GPS system where what I would do is put a GPS signal here, right? A waypoint probably back here so the brakes have time to come on, but put it there, right? And then what would happen is you'd put in your GPS signal, and so the train would come along, and then once it gets within a distance of say 0.1 miles, it would activate the 0 signal on there, and it would set the speed to 0, and the train would stop. And then that way, you know, I could go do something, you know, let's say I had to run in the other room and it comes to there, instead of it blowing up here or hitting something or blowing up, you know, it would stop where I want it to stop. And then I could set another one for, say, here. and then you can go AFK, and that will automatically shut the system off. So that's really not a big deal, not a ton of work to do. Because I have the equation on my bearing 2 panel, and I would just set it up to get the distance and have it auto shut off. But looking forward to getting up the Arctic. We have a warm coat in there, and we also have the a heater. You can see the heater right there, and we have a warm coat. So, and that will get us there. I like pushing these when I can see over them. I push the container. I think we're done. Yeah, no, we're not. I pushed the container. It's actually a reasonable picture here. Let's go to camera mode. I pushed the containers, and with them double stacked, it's just too tall. So this is kind of nice to, I can actually see down the tracks this way. There we go. And that's kind of nice. Alright, so we are officially done now. Alright, so let's try to grab this out. I'm going to do my save again because, again, if I accidentally unload a coal car into the workbench, I'm going to be so annoyed. Okay. And so it's nice that this has a big area to grab. I think Spikex is like the biggest area to grab these vehicles, which is nice. And that gets us going. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to do one more save. And then this is going to be ready for next episode. Next episode is heading up. And so it's going to be some time lapse and some musica on the way up, some nice soothing beats probably, and heading on up. So I will see you in the next one. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you enjoy my content, please consider giving me a subscribe. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.